That's the wrong part to stop. But
I'm gonna go wireless set the whole game.
you're gonna stay down there.
I'm not gonna stay down there.
Just be careful when you move around. Yeah. Moving, flip it off. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Taylor, Michigan and the Taylor Sportsplex, I'm Chris Treft, he's George Brown, and it's time. The Pama Pro Invitational Championship. We have the top-seeded Mission Labeda Snipers and the fourth-seeded defending champions, Mission Black Ice. George, how we doing?
I'm doing great. I know these two teams down there. I don't know if they're nervous or if they're just prepared, but I know they're ready to fight a good game, guys.
It's going to be an excellent matchup. Same two teams were in the final last year. It was a different Snipers club. They were shorthanded. They only had 8 guys, and they still put up a good fight against pretty much the exact same Mission Black Ice team. Same two teams, exactly 1 year later. They're doing it all over again, and now the Snipers not only have 12 guys in a full roster, but they got Pat Cannoni, they got Chris Terry, they have some excellent players. They're starting goaltenders out. They have JP Susko, so that's a little bit different element too, but nonetheless, this is such a compelling matchup, and I'm excited for it.
It is. The funny thing about it is that both these teams are based out of New York.
Yeah.
With Tim McManus and the Snipers organization based out of New York, and also Jason Muir, Aaron Weiss based out of New York with Mission Black Ice. So it's going to be a great matchup. Some of these guys always play back at Skate Safe in Long Island, get to play against JP Susko sometimes, and so these are two teams that know each other pretty well, especially since they've built a rivalry here because they've been two of the most successful teams in the last 2 years in pro roller hockey.
$25,000 on the line. And these are our last two champions. The first ever Pama Pro Invitational went to the Mission Labeda Snipers. The last year, it's Mission Black Ice. So quickly, before they shut the lights off on us, as they're getting ready for the pregame, George, keys to success here.
Keys to success, I'm going to tell you right now, for the Mission Labeda Snipers, it's going to be their defensive play. Because remember, last time they took every situation away from the Pama Golden Knights. They couldn't even get a shot off. The gaps were closed. For the Mission Black Ice, it's going to be their intensity because they bring intensity time and time and time again. And if the Snipers take 1 second off on a shift, that's when Black Ice can kill you. So it's going to be intensity from Black Ice and their preparation for the game, and then closing the gaps for the Snipers.
Well, we're in the dark here because they're getting set for the pregame introductions. After that, we'll have some pregame interviews, and then puck drop, $25,000 on the line. Mission Labeda Snipers, Mission Black Ice. It's coming up after this. SWH Live.
Down there and doing coaches? Not with them, I don't do it until once lights. Yeah, so once the lights come up, I'll do it.
back in SWH Live. It's that time. Pama Pro Invitational Championship game. Mission Labeda Snipers and the Mission Black Ice. How's everybody doing out there? I'm Chris Treff, soon to be joined by George Brown. This one is going to be an unbelievable matchup. The two teams were in the final last year, returning once again, $25,000 on the line. And right now, George Brown is down on the floor, and he has the coach of the Mission Labeda Snipers. George, take it away.
Head coach Tim McManus, you are back here once again. Rematch of last year. You guys won it the first year. What was the conversation like in the locker room with these guys beforehand?
Just go out there, have fun, play our game, try to control the play, hopefully score the first goal, and dictate the way we want to play out there.
How's Susko feeling right now? What's the mindset that you think he has right now? Is he more of a nervous guy? Do you see any panic in him right now?
Anyone that knows JP Susko knows he's not a nervous guy. He doesn't lack confidence, and he's a winner. He's won many big games for us. For our first pro championship ever, he was our goalie, and he's playing great, and we have all the confidence in the world in him.
When you entered the playoffs as the #1 seed, you played Connex to a 3-2 close game. But then when you got through the playoffs, it seemed like your team kind of picked it up and played better each game. Can you speak to the level of play from some of your guys as they improve throughout the playoffs?
Well, you know, we have a lot of guys that haven't played much roller hockey. You know, Black Ice, you know, their guys are younger. They play a ton all year long. We have some ice hockey guys that it's their first time playing roller hockey in a tournament in a couple of years. So, you know, it takes a few games to get going. I think we're finally hitting our stride, and hopefully we have our best game now.
Well, Coach Tim McManus, good luck. It's the Snipers coming up here, the home team, the #1 seed, making it to the championship here. We're going to get Aaron Weiss over here and Jay Muro. Sounds good. They're superstitious here. Aaron Weiss is here with me, coach of Mission Black Ice. Aaron, you guys are the defending champions. Is that more pressure on you?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a lot more pressure because the guys are expected to win. We've been winning everywhere we go. So the guys, you know, really need to step up their game and continue winning.
How was the conversation like in the locker room beforehand? Because you said you spoke to the pressure, and it's a rematch of last year. What did you guys tell them in the locker room?
Well, we're playing somewhat of a different team. We have pretty much the same exact team, but it's about we want the guys to still have fun because, you know what, we love to win and we want to win, but we're all here to have some fun also.
Can you speak to the play of Billy Pascali? I've been watching Billy for years and years, but I think the semifinal game was probably one of the best games of his career. Can you speak about him real quick?
Yeah, you know, Billy plays both ways. I mean, even if he doesn't score a goal, Billy can have an amazing game, and when he's scoring, it's bonus for us.
Awesome. I will wish you good luck right now and let you get to your team. Coach Aaron Weiss of Mission Black Ice. That is all from down here, Trefty. We're getting ready to go. Pama, Labeda. What am I talking about? They're not in the game. It's the Mission Labeda Snipers taking on the Mission Black Ice. Folks, it's time for the 2017 State Wars 13 final between the Snipers and Mission Black Ice. Trefty, back up to you. I'll be up there to join you in a second.
Thank you very much, George. And as George talked about, it's an exciting time. This is the final pro event in roller hockey all season. So we won't see another pro roller hockey game until next year. So that's how big of a game this is. And, oh boy, these two teams, you might think, oh, if it's the same teams again, it's going to be boring. No, if it's anything like last year, this is going to be an absolute thriller. You can, no offense to any other team here, but these are the two best teams. The defending champions, the team that was labeled as the best team on paper, converge here in the Pama Pro Invitational, $25,000 on the line. You mark that down per player. I mean, this one, that's a lot of money. And these guys would love to take that away, but some of them, it's not about the money. Especially we got guys on NHL deals, like on the Snipers. We got guys that win money all summer long on the Black Ice. Winning is almost more important than the money. Not almost, it is more important for all of these guys. They couldn't care less whether this game was for $1 or for $1 million. It's all about winning here, and that's what the Snipers and Black Ice are looking to do. The Mission Black Ice, the 4th seed in Pama Pro. They will be in the black jerseys with white, purple, and pink trim. The Mission Labeda Snipers will be in the white jerseys, white pants, black gloves, white helmets, yellow and black trim. They will go from right to left on your screen in period number 1. It's Tyler Kraft, it's Cangelosi on the face-off. Sartor, the referee, has puck in hand. A puck is down and we're underway. $25,000 on the line to the winner. And the Mission Labeda Snipers start off with a face-off win. It's PJ Kavaya behind his own goal. PJ Kavaya gives it off to Shane Fox. Fox patrols the back of the net, sends it up right wing side. Matt White plays in the American Hockey League for the Ontario Reign. Gives it off to Shane Fox. Won a couple national championships with the Newman Knights. He's won a pro championship with the Snipers. He's won a ton with the Black Ice as well. He won an IIHF World Championship this year, along with a couple guys on Black Ice and the Snipers as well. Gets it back to PJ Kavaya, also a former member of Team USA. He'll leave it for Shane Fox. Gives it off to Cangelosi. Cangelosi over to the near wing. It's Matt White again. Matt White, left wing corner. Has pressure here from DiMartino. DiMartino comes away with it, goes out front. That's poked away from Chavo. And back the way, here comes Shane Fox. Shot at a cannon. Down the left wing. Shane Fox, ice slot, shoots. Machinsky makes the shoulder save. And the puck goes to the far corner. PJ Kavaya, big hit on DiMartino. Puck still caught up in the right side corner board. And finally taken by DiMartino. 3 straight national championships in the NCRHA. 2 with Newman and 1 with Farmingdale State this previous season. He sent it down into his defensive zone, offensive zone, I should say. Brought back Chris Terry. 14 NHL games played last year for the Canadians. Moves in, wrist shot. That one goes high over the net. He's also 10 points over a point a game in the American Hockey League. He missed roller hockey. He came back to try to win a championship with the Snipers. Speaking of the NHL, it's Pat Cannoni. Finally appeared in NHL games for the first time in his career at age 31. Last season, 3 NHL games played for the Minnesota Wild. And another great year in the American League. Former captain of the Chicago Wolves, re-signed with the Minnesota organization with Iowa and Minnesota for this upcoming season. Behind the net, it's Sucher. Sucher moving back and forth, waiting for something to open up.
Trefty, I'm back up in the booth with you, man. It feels good to be back up here.
I was lonely for a second, but now that you're back, I'm all ready to go.
Good, I understand that, Trefty. It's okay, man. But listen, this game has already given us some action here early. Teams are not afraid to take their chances to go. The man-to-man system is going to work for both teams, but as you can see, Black Ice is not playing complete man-to-man, and what I mean by that is when they have one guy high, when the Snipers have one guy high, they keep all 4 in the zone, so Black Ice still erring on the side of caution defensively.
Here comes Kyle Kramer, left wing side. He's normally a forward, hasn't played defense since he was all the way back in Pee Wee and Bantams. He does it here to help out his team, and he's looked exceptional in that position. Sucher behind the net. Long-time defenseman finds Greg Thompson, former captain of Team USA, sets it up behind the net. This guy's been in a ton of big games just like this. Sends up the left side for Terry. They give it back to Greg Thompson. He'll defer to Fox, far side. Fox around the back of the goal, comes up left wing. Plays it into the near circle. Controlled by Thompson again. Thompson back into his own zone. Puts on the brakes behind the net. 14:41 left in period number 1. One good chance from the Snipers. Nothing really as of yet for the Black Ice so far. Fox, right wing side, moving up the far flank. Dropping it back. Combs had 2 goals in the semifinal. Combs all the way around the back of the net. Cuts out from Machinsky. Puts the paddle along the floor and makes the stop. And finally, Black Ice gets the puck. It's the first time they've touched it in a while by a person not named Machinsky making a save.
Yeah, Trefty, one thing you're gonna have to watch this game, and I've said it before in quarterfinals, I've said it in semifinals, patience is gonna be the key. Patience is a virtue that both of these teams don't desire because they haven't. They're gonna be as patient as possible, and a huge key to the game is gonna be the play of Billy Pascali. He took over that semifinal game. He played the best game I've ever seen Billy play, and it's gonna be interesting to see how he plays here. And again, can Combs repeat his performance? Or is there going to be a new hero for one of these teams?
Or Matt White, he also had 3 goals. 2 different goal scorers for the Snipers in the semifinal, but that added up to 5 goals, and it paid dividends for them in a big victory over the Pama Labeda Golden Knights. Now it's PJ Kavaya again. Back in behind his own net. And the Snipers are hungry, man. They lost in overtime at the Narch final. So they
not only that,
it's not really revenge because the Black Ice weren't involved, but they are
not only that, but they lost here last year.
Exactly. So a lot of animosity on their mind. They're trying to make up for that, get their 2nd Pama Pro Invitational Championship. out of 3 years. Rematch of last year's final. PJ Cavalla up to the far side. Cannoni, hot pass diagonally back into the right corner. It's Matt White. Matt White slowly but surely up for Cavalla. Now to the far side, here comes Terry. Terry, right wing, into the zone. Moves to his right, far circle. He shoots. Shoulder save made by Machinsky. Hangs on for the whistle. 12:35 left in the first period. George, we kind of have a feeling out process going right here.
Yeah, Chinny's playing solid here, but it's a feeling out process, but more of the play has been controlled by the snipers, though. I haven't seen Black Ice with many chances, and Black Ice is going to have to step their play up a little bit here because play is being controlled by the snipers early in the game.
And you always know with the firepower of the snipers, no pun intended, they can score pretty much any time.
Yeah, they can. But so far, Mike Machinsky looks solid.
DiMartino behind the Black Ice net, sends it up the right side. It's Tyler Kraft. Kraft over to the far board, swings it back to the near side for DiMartino. PJ DiMartino up for Cal Jury. Cal Jury return feed to DiMartino, far side boards, Black Ice zone. Now DiMartino lethargically up the floor, pivots backwards. Decides not to cut around Cannoni, sends to the right wing side for the thrifty John Chavo. Chavo down to the right corner. Circles the back of the net. Fox puts a bump on him. Now Chavo tries to play to the point. Fox blocks it. Beautiful defense from Shane Fox. He plays up the far side. Suture sends it up the wall. One brought in by Cannoni. Right wing side. Cannoni to the middle. Tried to leave it there for White, but he couldn't handle the pass. Kraft now down the right wing. Crosses the red line. Into the near circles. Offensive zone. Now he'll wrap it around the boards all the way back into his defensive end, or Nate Gerger, the Pittsburgh native. Maneuvering around in his own zone. 11:24 left in period number one as big Nate Gerger sets up behind the net. Plays to the left side for Billy Pascali. Huge game in the semifinals. Will he have a repeat performance here in the championship? He's in, he shoots. That one is blocked, and it's taken by Matt White, near side boards. Sniper zone, turns it over. KJ Tiffenworth over to the far side. Nate Gerger drops it for Tiffenworth. Quinnipiac product over to the far side. Pascali in front, and Susko poke checks that one out of harm's way.
Great stick check, though, there by Matt White. Matt White got back on the play because even though Susko was with the poke check, there was an opportunity for Pascali to still pump that home. Matt White got back on the back check and lifted the stick and locked him up in front of the net. Great play by White.
Kozlo now has it at the red line for Black Ice. He retreats into his own zone. 10:37 left in the first period, still scoreless. $25,000 on the line. Chris Treff alongside George Brown. Pama Pro Invitational Final. Nate Gerger, far side circle. Tries a toe drag, but Shane Fox denies it. He heads the other way. Long pass up ahead. He has Cangelosi. Cangelosi to the high slot for Fox. He's waiting. He shoots. He broke his stick right in half.
Oh, that's a tough break for him.
Now Kozlo up the right wing side. Here comes Pascali. Goes east to west over to the far boards. Pascali turns and fires back in his own zone for Tiffenworth. AJ Tiffenworth leaves it on the near side for Kozlo. The black sweatered left-handed number 21 will slide it over to the far side for Matt Gerger.
He wanted that shot bad, too. Foxy wanted that shot bad.
Former Pittsburgh Panther over for Cal Jury. Cal Jury goes circle to circle. Back to the left wing. Matt Gerger fires back into his own zone against Cal Jury. And Fox is a great shot. That was going to be an excellent scoring chance until his stick disintegrated right in half. Now Pascali, left wing, working against Cangelosi. Now Cavalla as they switch. Sam Eisenhower gets the loose puck as Pascali overskated it, and he'll spin it back into his own zone. Cal Jury, 9:21 left in the first period, leading for Matt Gerger. Matt Gerger up the right side for Cal Jury. He turns it over. Cangelosi gets hooked down. Cangelosi wanted a call, a little bit of an embellishment by him, but the referee's hands stay down. And here comes Cal Jury. Headman feed to the red line for Chavo. Return feed misses Cal Jury, but Sam Eisenhower right on the money takes it. Eisenhower to Chavo. As you can hear Jay Muro yelling in the background. You know he wants this. There's nobody that loves winning more than that guy.
Oh, my goodness, absolutely.
Here comes Chavo into his offensive territory. Retreats back once again. Slow pace to this one. Neither team wanting to make a mistake, and they have a lot of guys that know how to not do that. Chavo to the right wing for Cal Jury. Cal Jury for Chavo. George, what's it going to take for this game to open up a bit?
Nothing. It's not going to happen. This game is not going to open up unless a team gets up by 2 or 3 goals and it becomes later in the game.
Chavo sauce pass over for Matt Gerger, shoots, and a big shoulder save by Susko. He soaks it up like a sponge and stops play with 8:20 left in the first.
But as we talked about, the game's not going to open up, Trusty. Don't even expect it. That was a scoring chance there because of the fact that there was still patience there. You know, and they're waiting for opportunities to open up. They're going to wait to take what is given to them. This game's not going to open up and be an end-to-end action game by any stretch of the imagination.
Kraft loses that face-off. Cannoni wins it clean. Shane Fox, brand new twig, sets up behind the net. Shane Fox just patiently standing behind the goal. They'll give it to Kyle Kramer, the St. Louis native and former Colorado Eagle. Moves it behind the cage for Shane Fox. Shane Fox moves up the far wall, slams on the brakes. He'll head back in behind the goal. 7:54 left in the first period. Shane Fox ring around the rosy, around his net, ends up back in behind the goal again. So if in roller hockey was like ice hockey and everyone started booing when they were standing behind the net, you think that would help?
Nah.
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 They wouldn't care. Now Shane Fox out right wing side. Moves up the far boards. Right in front of the bench as he goes. Fires back into his own end. Chris Terry now advances up the floor. The puck rolls on him. And Kraft takes it. Possession back to the Black Ice. It seems like both teams are so patient, and then when one team tries to do something, it's a turnover because the other team is still waiting for them, and then they go back and they're patient, and it's another turnover.
And then it's just a continuous cycle. They'll go back and continue that cycle until one thing opens up.
Kozlo, a wrist shot that's stopped by Susko via the right shoulder. It's sent back into the Black Ice zone for John Chavo. John Chavo plays it back for DiMartino. PJ DiMartino sends it to the left side for Kraft. Kraft drops it for Chavo. Chavo tries to dangle, not gonna work today as Kramer breaks it up. Now to Cangelosi, he's showing off some speed. Puck's bouncing around like a ping pong ball. He gets the paddle out and settles it down. Cangelosi grabs it back into his own zone. It's Kramer at the red line, near side. He'll play it back in between the circles for Shane Fox. Fox now meanders up the floor. Moves it back in his own end for Kramer, who's gonna pick it up with speed. He moves into his offensive end. Kramer cuts over to the far side.
Both teams are taking away the middle of the rink. It's going to be an odd man rush. It's going to be one small mistake.
Now Matt White shoots it in front. Save made, rebound. They score! Cangelosi on the doorstep. Machinsky stopped the bad angle Matt White shot, and he taps it home. Snipers draw first blood. 5:56 left in the first.
You know what's interesting to me on that goal? PJ DiMartino, one of the best defensemen in the country, in the world. One of the best defensemen, was locked up with Austin Cangelosi. And it was just a talented play by Cangelosi because he knocked it out of the air. DiMartino had him tied up. But the difference between DiMartino and any other player, and a lot of other players, he came back to the bench and pointed at himself, his chest. My bad, boys. So many players don't do that. So many players don't. PJ DiMartino knew that it was his man. And I guarantee he'll come out next shift and play even better. That's the difference between PJ DiMartino and other players, and that's why he's one of the best in the world. I know the sniper scored, and I'm giving props to Black Ice, but it was one of those things, and take nothing away from Austin Cangelosi. Again, it was one of those lockups that Cangelosi just out-battled his man, and it was a rebound goal. It wasn't off the rush, because there's not going to be a lot of goals off the rush, except for maybe now, because it's an odd man.
2-on-1 with Matt White, the two that just scored. Matt White in shoots, he scores! Matt White makes it 2-0 Snipers. A wrist shot from the left circle, and 5:12 left in the first. Mission Labeda Snipers double their lead.
It's crazy there. It's a 2-on-1 with two of the best players on the Snipers with Matt White and Austin Cangelosi. Cangelosi, remaining a dangerous player, already has a goal and comes there on that 2-on-1. He'll get an assist on that goal. But there, Machinsky played the middle of the net, basically. And it was an easy goal for Matt White. Instead of Machinsky forcing Matt White to make a play, Machinsky stayed in the middle of the net, and Matt White made it look easy. Machinsky stayed in the middle of the net and instead of playing the shot completely. And I think that was probably one that Machinsky could have played a little bit better. But again, it's Matt White, so even if he did play it a little bit better, it's not to say that he wouldn't have sniped it anyways.
Still no real offense as of yet for Black Ice, and they trail 2-0 now. Stretch pass up to the red line. Cannoni leaves it for Chris Terry. There's Terry in the high slot. Cuts free of a check. Goes to the backhand far circle. Doesn't take it. He'll pivot. Now fires. And that one is stopped via the glove of Machinsky. Now to the point they go. Terry back into his own end.
Pascali is moving now, and you can tell he wants to try to take over this game. He's done it before.
I think the defense of the Snipers is a hair better than Rinkrat.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Rinkrat had some,
Nothing against them.
no, but they had some lulls defensively.
Pascali took advantage of them.
And they didn't. The go-ahead goal was a lull defensively because there was a mismatch. There was a lapse down low defensively, and it was a 2-on-1 in the zone, and it looked like Rinkrat had everything under control. But that's why Black Ice is so good. They'll continue to move. But the only problem here, the Snipers are the masters of possession. So you can't do anything without the puck.
Shane Fox with the aforementioned possession right now for the Snipers. 3:40 left in the first period. 2-0 lead for Mission Labeda Snipers. Matt White with the second one, Cangelosi with the first. Just patience from Shane Fox. Black Ice content with letting him stand back there. Now he comes out right side. Shane Fox chips it up in the air to himself to get around 2 Black Ice. 4 checkers into the near circle, can't get the shot away. Now Fox up the wall, taken by Cannoni into the slot, fakes the shot, goes over for Kramer.
Oh.
One-timer just missed. I'm not sure if Machinsky got a piece of that or not. We got a big hit over on the near side. Chavo knocking down Fox. No call made. Snipers not happy about it. DiMartino has the puck. He gets hooked up coming into the zone by Terry. He fights through that one and slams it back into his own zone. It's a big possession here for the Black Ice. Even if they don't score, they got to do something with it. Calgary up for Chavo to the far side. Nate Gerger. Nate Gerger to the back door. That one tapped wide by Kraft. He put it between the legs of Susko. Only problem is it went wide of the goal.
They're not going to get many chances. You got to finish.
Cangelosi over the far side. White shoots off the crossbar. Rings the doorbell. Nobody home. It's still 2-0. 2:23 left in the first.
The difference is the chances that the Snipers have gotten, albeit a lot more than Black Ice right now, they've finished on a couple. Black Ice has had only a couple, but they haven't finished on those. And in this type of game, even if you get 2 or 3, you have to finish on all of them. And their Kraft didn't get exactly what he wanted on the shot, and it goes out of the other side.
Nate Gerger has it for Black Ice. Sends it up the near side for Eisenhower.
There's still 20 minutes of play left.
If you're counting the Black Ice out, you're crazy.
Absolutely.
Now a third one, you can start to get suspicious.
Yeah, not even then, because they were down 3-0 in a final before against
Touché.
RPD and won.
Touché. Kozlo, long-range wrist shot. Susko, the blocker save. Now back out at the point, it's Kozlo.
Black Ice trying to sustain some pressure now.
Kraft a shot. That one's blocked. Goes up into the netting.
And again, didn't we talk about the gaps being closed? Immediately stepping into that was Kramer. Closes the gap, doesn't even allow the shot to get through. They don't even want it to get through, and there's been a desperation from the Snipers to get their title back that I haven't seen from this team in a while.
It's all about winning. I said in the pregame, not sure if you heard me or not, but they're not worried about the $25,000. I've talked to players and I'm like, yeah, it's a little motivation, isn't it? $25,000, like we don't care. We just want to win. If there was no prize money, they'd be playing just as hard. It's all about pride for the Snipers.
Absolutely, because these are the guys that used to play before there was even pro prize money. You know, the Snipers have been around for a while. McManus and Miro have been around for a while. Before there was even prize money offered for the pro winners, these guys have been here. So they know they want it bad. And it's a 3-on-1, another odd man rush for the Snipers.
Cannoni, left wing circle to the back door. Kavaya shoots. Sammy Machinsky, the rebound. They score! Pat Cannoni taps it across the line, puts the Snipers up by 3. Minute 18 left in the first.
Jason Miro is up on the bench, making sure he's getting on all of his guys. And he says, you got to have that puck if you're going to step in. There's 3 of us. We got to have that puck. There were 3 of them and 1 sniper, and the sniper came out with it. And this is, I'm not going to say it's not a shot at him, because right now it is, but there's 2 different classes of team out there right now. And the Snipers are taking it to Black Ice.
Overly prepared
Yeah.
are the Snipers. Now Matt Gerger moves right at the middle of the floor. Moves to the far flank.
Oh,
Turns
another
it over.
turnover. It's a 2-on-1 again.
Chris Terrett, right wing side, goes left side for Cannoni. Cannoni waits, shoots, he scores! 4-0 Snipers. Pet Cannoni, a snipe, and it's now 4-0. 55 seconds left in the first.
Black Ice has got to settle down. They've got to find it somewhere, somehow. But right now, the Snipers are dominating a championship game like I've never seen a championship game dominated before. Odd man rushes back the other way. Black Ice with turnovers every single time they touch the puck. They don't even have possession for that long, but every time they get it, it's a turnover. Black Ice has to get their heads back in the game and realize there's a lot of time left in this game. If the Snipers can score 4 in a period, so can Black Ice.
Black Ice has the personnel to do so. Pascali looking to make something happen. Shoots, Susko the stop, and he hangs on with 40 seconds left in the first.
That's also a difference too. A big difference is the play of JP Susko hasn't been tested that much, but when he has been, he's come up huge. And Machinsky hasn't had much help. They've got 4 goals, and 3 of them are off for odd man rushes. 3 odd man rushes, and the 1 batted out of the air by Cangelosi.
You got NHL and AHL people coming down on you on odd man rushes. I mean, can you fault the guy? You can't. Now here comes Cangelosi. To the left wing. Matt White. Back in his own zone. Kramer, D-to-D for Kavaya. Back to Kramer. Kavaya up the right side to Cangelosi. Swings it far boards.
It's a blind pass by Cangelosi, and with a 4-0 lead, you don't need to make anything that's even a 50-50 chance. You better be a 100% chance if you're at a 4-0 lead.
Pascali, right wing, feeds it high for Calgary. DiMartino. Calgary tries a one-timer at the horn. And we are done with period number 1. A crazy first period that saw the Snipers dominate to a 4-0 lead. So George, Jay Muro, I think he was trying to get to the intermission without using his timeout, and he did that. But they got 2 goals there late too.
But I don't even know if it's something that a timeout would have fixed, because at 2-0 or 3-0, you don't want to start telling your guys to play even more defensively, because you need to make sure that you're still pushing on the Snipers. But they've had lapses, mental lapses, that I don't know if a timeout would have fixed. Maybe it settled them down, and I'm not the one to question Jason Muro, but he's trying to settle his team down and pump them up at the same time right now, because he's all over them in that huddle. Just like Tim McManus is. Every player is intent with their coach right now, and if I'm Tim McManus, I'm telling his players to continue to close the gaps. Black Ice has had no sustained pressure. So if I'm Tim McManus, that's what I'm telling my team. If I'm Jason Muro, I'm telling my guys this game is not over. We've done it before, we can do it again. And I'm also letting these guys know we've got to start closing gaps and taking our chances now on trying to pick off passes. They haven't done enough of that. There haven't been guys stepping and closing gaps on Black Ice. Black Ice is allowing the Snipers to take the play to them, and that's exactly what the Snipers are doing.
Angelosi gets the first one. Matt White gets the second. Cannoni the third and fourth. And that's where we stand right now. Intermission done. We're set for period number 2. Black Ice will go from right to left. Snipers from left to right, holding a 4-0 lead. For the Snipers, for them, all they have to do is win the period. Win the period, you win the game. It's going to take a monumental comeback here for Black Ice. But if you could pick any team to do it, it'd be Mission Black Ice.
Absolutely. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. If I could start talking, I'm sorry, I had to recover here, so I had to take a cough drop and put it in.
Behind the net, PJ Kavaya. Fakes the pass on the right side. Now he goes to Fox. Far circle. Now Fox goes in behind the net. Black Ice bench talking to the referees right now, saying they got to start moving the puck. They might just stand back there and kill the game.
And if you're Black Ice, there's no way I'm not playing a hard man. What they've done early in the game, they usually play a hard man, but today, during this game, I saw a lot of defensive posture from Black Ice, being all 4 guys back, not watching the high guy. And with a team like the Snipers, they're not going to mind that because they're going to stay completely patient. But now in the second period, I wouldn't be surprised if they kept a guy on the high guy.
Bad turnover there from the Snipers. And now a chance for Black Ice. Kozlow, left wing. Into his offensive zone, drops it back to the center circle. DiMartino. Wrist shot, Susko, the blocker saves. He waffle boards it over to the near side. And it's turned back by Chavo into his own zone. The Black Ice playing their own game here. DiMartino to the right wing. Chavo drops it back. DiMartino again. Long range wrister. That one hits the apron of the net and goes into the corner. Now Terry over to the far side. Kramer. Up for Cannoni. Back for Kramer. In front for Terry. He shoots and scores! Tic-tac-toe. Gorgeous goal. 5-0 Snipers. 16-14 left in the second. George, we might be taking mercy here.
Oh, I can't believe you said it, Treff. I can't believe you said it.
3 goals away and they're clicking on all cylinders.
It was in my head, but I was not saying it. Machinsky's getting pulled here. Timeout, Black Ice.
That's not his fault at all. I mean, he can't hang his head. Nobody's stopping any of those goals.
It's crazy, Treff, because the passing the Snipers have right now make it look like they've played together for years.
For all intents and purposes, they have.
Not really. You got a guy like Chris Terry who hasn't played roller in 3.
Yeah.
Austin Cangelosi plays only State Wars now with the Snipers. I mean,
I get what you're saying, yeah.
they've played together, but they're at 1 event a year basically together.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. And a full team like this, 1 event, you know? So they just look like they've been together forever, you know?
Didn't see this coming, George.
I didn't either, I gotta be honest with you.
There's not one person in this building, maybe even the Snipers. I'm sure the Snipers will tell you, oh, this is going to be a close game. Not that it's not over yet. Taking words out of Justin Bieber, I'll never say never.
Did you really just do that?
I know it irritates you.
Did you really just do that?
Back to action here, face-off won by the Snipers. Eisenhower between the pipes now for the Black Ice. He's coming in cold. The Snipers have been sniping on Machinsky, who was ready to go in the game. Now they got a cold goaltender. They're going to try to take advantage early.
Yeah, and here's the problem with pulling a goaltender like this in this situation. I don't know if Chinny felt that he let his team down. I don't know if it was a Jason Muro decision. I'm not really sure. I'm not 100% sure. But Joe Eisenhower going in there, it's probably the worst position to be in on the rink right now because the Snipers are going on all cylinders. They're firing on all cylinders. And Eisenhower, you're just feeding him to the wolves right now.
Well, he might wake up his team too, and they'll play better in front of him.
Chinny has his helmet on. I don't know if that means that he's going back in or what that means.
Might just not want to take a puck to the head on the bench.
True, but whatever, Trefty.
I'm just saying. Behind the goal, Terry. Banks over the far corner, Shane Fox. Long feed up to his offensive zone, Combs. His first shift in a while. It's his pocket pick
Matt
by
Gerger, great job to still stay with it at 5-0.
Matt Gerger swings it out high past Colley.
The bounces just aren't going their way right now either.
Lost
Matt
that
Gerger
puck.
still with some good work.
Black Ice is not going to give up. You think they're just going to throw in the towel, you're dead wrong. Pascali works the goal line in, backhand shot! That one goes wide of the goal. Now Matt Gerger, far side. Walks out in the slot, wrister, that one goes high and wide.
Here comes some sustained pressure from Black Ice. And they've still got guys up on the bench still in this game. Still involved completely.
Pascali for Matt Gerger. Back to Pascali, shoots, glove save, Susko.
There's no quitting these guys. Kanzelowski just goes. When he sees that puck, he goes.
There it took
He's
three,
feeling it right now.
Took 3 Black Ice skaters to get it off them. Now Pascali into the high slot. Over the far wing, DiMartino in, shoots.
A
That was
block
blocked
by Cangelosi. The desperation is crazy here.
Now a penalty coming here. It's going against the Snipers. This just with the doctor order here for the Black Ice.
Combs is going to go for a slash. Kramer discussing something with Renault. Kramer is not happy with Renault right now. But the slashing penalty is a good call. He deserved it. He goes. Black Ice power play to try to get on the board.
I think he's the only one not arguing.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it is the snipers know they don't want to give Black Ice any open doors. And they know the power play can open that door, crack it just a little bit.
Black Ice can score goals in bunches. DiMartino to the left side, Kraft. Kraft to the center point. Tries to feather it down low, that's blocked. George Brown.
They know exactly what they're looking for. They know they want the Chavo shot back door on the left side down here. It's either going to go, I have hardly ever, maybe 20% of the time I've seen the shot come from DiMartino over on that side. Most of the time they're looking for Kraft or Chavo here on the left side of the power play.
You called it the best power play in roller hockey. Let's see what they do. Down low to Chavo, he shoots and scores!
And I said it. Y'all didn't believe me.
I did.
But I told you. No, just kidding. But no, on a serious note, that's the shot they look for when it's Black Ice power play. DiMartino's dangerous out there, but they're looking for the shot to come from Kraft up top or the feed to Chavo, because Chavo hardly ever misses from there, and it's a 5-1 game now.
Black Ice have life. One goal at a time for them. Now Jeff Abrams on the floor. Far circle, wrist shot is blocked, comes to Pasquale, slap shot. Puck was rolling and he whistles it high over the net. Now White, left corner, throws it over to the far boards. White's gonna get to it, spin it back in behind his own net for Kramer. 13:03 left in the second period, it's Kramer. Moves back and forth, looking for an opening. Doesn't have it, he'll stand back there. Jeff Abrams gets a stick knocked out of his hands by Suture, and the snipers are looking to take advantage. They work it up. Quick change though, they get Kraft on. Terry, a drop pass from Matt White, high slot, wrist shot, he misses wide. Now Matt White throws it back into his own zone. Well, hey, it worked for Jay Muro. He changes goaltenders, takes the timeout, and they come out, draw a penalty, and score quickly.
And I was about to feel so bad for Jeff Abrams. He drops his stick and wait.
Kramer in. Tries to wrap around, throws it in front. Eisenhower down to the butterfly, makes the save and covers up. 12:21 left in the second.
About to feel so bad for Jeff Abrams. He comes out for, I think, his first shift of the game. Drops his stick, has to make a change, and is almost the reason he gets scored on. Not that dropping his stick.
He got it slashed out of his hands.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't see. I thought he just mishandled it, and he got it locked up in some shin pads. I didn't see a slash there.
You could be right, but I thought I heard a slash for sure. Now Shane Fox back in his own zone here. This one's brought along by Cangelosi, now left side. Drops it back to Greg Thompson. Thompson shoots, pad save, Eisenhower. He goes to the far side. Joel Eisenhower's into the game. Nate Gerger nearly gets his pocket picked by Cangelosi, but he's bailed out there by Kraft. Kraft right side. Down to the corner, turns and fires it back into his own zone. Right wing side. This one's brought in, Nate Gerger. Nate Gerger shoots, Susko the save, it's loose in front.
Gerger shot for the rebound there. Smart shot by Gerger. He's a very smart defenseman. Not too talented offensively, but he's an extremely talented and smart defenseman. He's not going to get you.
Gerger to the near side, and a shot goes high over the net.
He's not going to get you goals, but that's not what he's out there for.
Canoni, long pass up ahead, it's Chris Terry. Top of the near circle, puts on the bricks. Looking, shooting, pad stop made by Eisenhower, it trickles wide.
Great job by Eisenhower to get in this game. Early 2 or 3 saves that he's pulled off here. And Eisenhower stays calm, looks calm, cool and collected in the net.
This one goes in behind the net, Suture with it. Suture moving and shaking behind his own goal. Fires this one way out towards the red line. Kozlo intercepts. Puck's rolling on him. Tries to settle it, can't. Suture kicks it into his offensive zone. It's taken by Tiefenworth. Now Pasquale. Matt Gerger, they swing it around to the near side. Long feed up into the sniper territory. Big slap shot by Kozlo, goes way wide. At the right point, Pasquale takes it, shimmies around 2 checks, finds Tiffenworth, high slot, spins it back to the back post. That one out of the reach of Pasquale. Chris Terry gets to it, far side. The former Carolina Hurricane moves up the far boards. Dangles to his left. And Winds one back to the red line. Now Shane Fox moves up the floor. Over to the right side they go. Kyle Kramer overskates the puck, takes a bump from Sam Eisenhower, and fires it back into his own zone. Shane Fox with it.
Time now becoming the enemy of Black Ice.
Meticulous are the Snipers right now with possession of the puck. Now Kavaya back in behind his own goal. PJ Kavaya comes out left post side. Looks like Black Ice is starting to chase the Snipers behind the net. Kavaya down to Cangelosi. Cangelosi tries to send it back in his own end. Matt Kruger intercepts. 2-on-2 for Black Ice. Matt Kruger shoots. That one goes high and wide. Now Sam Eisenhower in the high slot. Behind the back pass. That one misses Matt Kruger. Now Calgerias, all kinds of pressure from Combs. Gets it up the right side. Taken by Sam Eisenhower, loses it. Charlie Combs over to the near side. Kavaya, headman feed, finds Greg Thompson. Greg Thompson turns and fires it back in his own end. At the red line, it's Canoni. Canoni for Kavaya, saucer pass over to the right wing. Now Canoni, back over to the right side. Turns it up ahead. Snipers had numbers, but they play it safe, and they go back to Greg Thompson at the red line.
And they're going to continue to play this possession game. Why force anything? They're up by 4. There's no reason to force anything.
Kavaya, long feed into his offensive zone. It misses Canoni.
Oh, what a slash. Oh, my goodness.
Chavo goes down, but Black Ice heads back up the floor. I don't think that was an actual slash. I think it was the follow through of.
No. Absolutely not.
Canoni looking for the hat trick.
Terry got slashed in the stomach. Not even by Chavo. I think Kozlo might have got him. Terry then comes back and baseball swings Chavo. That was an actual slash. Because Terry was angry there was no call.
Kraft to Chavo, moves to his right. Wrister, he scores! John Chavo makes it a 3-goal hockey game, 7:24 left, George.
And that's exactly how you get him back. Chavo is not going to go back at anybody. He's going to get him back where it hurts on the scoreboard.
Chavo with a heavy celly there. He wanted that one and he gets it.
Here's the only issue right now. Chavo's the only one that's dangerous for Black Ice in this game. He's got both goals. Now the talking between benches.
So the animosity's picking up here because now it's starting to get to a closer game.
One more goal will make this crazy. Black Ice coming back in.
Tiffenworth fakes the shot. He's taken down by Kavaya right in front of the referee Renault. If I trust anybody on their judgment, it's Stephen Renault.
Yeah, and he got the puck, and that I don't even know if Tiffenworth tripped over the puck. I'm not 100% sure.
Pascalia shot. That one's blocked. Goes off the high glass behind the net. Look at this ferocious forecheck here by the Black Ice.
2-on-1 if he doesn't get it.
They can't come away with it. Now Shane Fox screaming down the right side. Near circle, wrist shot. Big save.
Joel Eisenhower playing well.
Kozlo up for Tiffenworth. Tiffenworth over for Pascalia. He can't handle it. Now Pascalia.
Remember, Muro has used his timeout already.
Kraft. Far side. To the near side. Pascalia shoots. It's blocked.
Susko didn't see that one. And I don't even know if he had to. They would have given him time to change the goalie, but he did use it.
Matt Gerger over to the far side to Nate Gerger. He shoots. It's Susko in the helmet. Pops out. Terry.
Oh, man.
Gerger's
got him, though. Gerger's got him.
Terry in. He's got Matt Gerger.
Look at the back check by Gerger.
The net comes off and the whistle blows.
Gerger with an amazing back check.
Some not so nice words being yelled.
And they are so angry with the referee. But listen, I don't care what anybody says. whether it was a penalty or not, Gerger never gave up on the play. Matt Gerger with a great back check. Could he have gone for a penalty? Absolutely. There's only been one penalty in this game, well deserved. That one was an amazing back check, and I'm glad they're letting him play. Some people may disagree with me, and you know, I'm Georgie Brown, I don't care.
I don't think.
But I think it was an amazing back
I
check.
don't think he really did anything.
Even if it was, the work by Gerger there to get back.
Big moment in this game. Remember that if Black Ice can make this a game. Kramer up the floor, drops it for Suture. Suture leaves it for Cannoni. Cannoni wraps it around the wall. Kramer has it right on his tape. He's got pressure from Nate Gerger. Nate Gerger working to get this puck back. Kramer chips it off the wall to himself. Moves up the middle of the floor. Kramer still chugging along into his offensive zone. Wrist shot off the crossbar.
Oh.
This one sails up into the rafters.
If the Snipers cannot keep their cool, I would not be surprised if they take a retaliatory penalty. They were up 5-0. Black Ice with the last 2 goals and some of the momentum. And the Snipers are all over the refs right now.
This might be a good opportunity for Black Ice to slither their way back into this game.
Not reaching on Fox.
Gets around
Can't
2
reach on him.
checkers. Left wing. Fox to the near side. That one bounces over the stick of White. Tries to go back in his own end. It's taken by Kraft, who kicks it up to Chavo. Pretty play. Now Kraft banks it off the
Smart
boards.
play
back
by
for
Kraft.
Chavo.
Very patient, very calm.
The Black Ice are awake. Caljuria, wrist shot. That one's blocked.
And that's a wasted shot. That's a wasted shot. You shot it right into the shin pads.
Angelosi far side. Stutter steps to the middle. Finds White, who shoots. Glove save
Oh.
made by Joel Eisenhower.
Listen to me closely, people. If
listening.
Black Ice comes back and ties this game, there's 4:36. The probability of that is very, very low. But if they do, Joel Eisenhower and Matt Gerger, remember those 2 names. Matt Gerger with an amazing back check on Chris Terry. And the way Joel Eisenhower is playing, even if Matt Gerger doesn't back check, Joel Eisenhower might come up with that save. Albeit, it is Chris Terry on a breakaway. But man, oh man, remember those 2 plays. Remember that save right there, Matt White in the slot on Joel Eisenhower.
Face off one by Cannoni.
Or the other way around, Joel Eisenhower on Matt White.
Winning these face-offs is becoming so critical here for the Snipers. Terry, far side boards, plays it back in behind the Snipers net. Kavaya throws it to the near side. Heavy pressure here from Black Ice. Snipers continue to pass it around the defensive zone. PJ Kavaya with it. Kavaya up the right wing. Fires it back for Terry, far circle. He goes near side Suture. Thanks to everyone watching here. The Pama Pro Invitational Championship, $25,000 on the line, 5-2 lead for the Snipers. Chris Treft alongside downtown Georgie Brown to my right here on SWH Live. Black Ice forces a turnover. Caligiuri
2-on-2 here.
for Pascali. Pascali to Tiffenworth, a backhand off the post. That one was close. DiMartino at the point and shoots!
He wanted that blocker side bad.
Ramps up the stick of Kavai. He might have had it. Clock ticking away on Black Ice's chances at a championship. They're second in a row. 3:30 left in the second now. They trail by 3. They need a goal a minute. Pascali, wrister. That one goes off the stick and up into the netting.
Hey, real quick, as we get a stoppage in play, I want to shout out my boys in Poland who just played for Team USA at the World Games. Watching right now, my boys Kyle Novak, Jalen Krogman. They weren't here to play this weekend because they're over in Poland. And Chris Kendall, the Buffalo native Chris Kendall, watching back now. Congratulations to Chris Kendall who passed his boards. The man is doing awesome things. Novak and Krogs, I'm sure we'll see them soon. Also, my assistant coach Kyle Sipley has texted me. He's watching. So everybody watching who knows me, shoot me a tweet, Downtown G. Brown, text message. We'll shout you out here because we got a great game going right here in the Pama Pro Invitational Final.
Kozlow. Sam Eisenhower. Now to Chavo. Back to Kozlow. He shoots. It's blocked by Fox.
Oh!
Comes out front.
Hello!
It's loose. And chip to the corner. Up the wall.
Great stick by Kozlow.
Angelosi turns it over. Kozlow shoots. Glove save by Susko. We got a piece of that and it wraps around the boards to the near side.
Great job by Kozlow to stick check Matt White.
In behind the net, Shane Fox. He'll send it around the far boards. Cangelosi gets there at the half wall. Cangelosi, pressure from Chavo. Eludes him and moves up the floor. Fakes the go back. Cangelosi into his offensive end across
Defensively,
the red line.
Chavo's got to do better there. Chavo's got to do better. What they're letting these players get away with, that wasn't enough from John Chavo. That was not enough. He's got the 2 goals for Black Ice, but defensively, he let Cangelosi get away too easy.
Here comes Fox. Backhand to the far side at the imaginary blue line. It's taken by Kyle Kramer. Kramer has pressure there.
Next possession, you got to think about pulling if you're Jay Muro.
We'll see what happens. They got to get the puck first. Shane Fox dumps that one down. I think he was looking for Cangelosi. It misses. Kozlo gets there first. Cangelosi on the forecheck, though. Can't get it. Kozlo around the far side. DiMartino up for Pascali. Joel Eisenhower to the bench. It's 5-on-4. Mission Black Ice advantage.
And he does take him. He does take him. Listen, this is going to be interesting here because I think they're going to get one early. They might get one. Remember, and I've got some first-hand experience on this.
Kraft shoots. Pad save made. Tippetworth the rebound, jamming at it, and it goes high over the net. And a high stick against Black Ice in the face-off.
Muro says touch it, so the clock stops there. 1:51 left in the second. Listen, we had to play against the Snipers. Down 3-0, we pulled the goaltender early, and we pulled it within 2, so it's going to be interesting to see how they play this one. But if you're looking for guys that can shoot the puck and snipe them out, these are two teams that can do it. And so Susko's going to be tested here no matter what. And right off possession, Joel Eisenhower's going to go, I'm sure.
This is a big face-off. Pascali's going to take it against Canoni. Puck is down, and the Black Ice win it. Buckle your seatbelts. Here we go. Minute 46 left. Eisenhower straight to the bench.
I'm going to go down with like a minute left, Treft.
DiMartino into his offensive zone, left side, Kraft. Kraft down low for Chavo. Chavo in front to the back door, and Susko gloves it before he can get to Tippetworth for a tap-in. That just saved a goal. Fancy play there by Susko, who's been good in this one. We got Kraft taking the face off. The Black Ice going up against arguably the best face-off man in the division.
And the way Tim McMahon has talked about. Well, go ahead, Treft. I'll give it back to you here.
Face-off one. Nice job by Kraft to win the draw. DiMartino at the point, goes far side, Tippetworth. Tippetworth shoots, Susko the save, rebound. Chavo plays it back to Kraft, to the high point, DiMartino. Fakes it, goes over the far side, Tippetworth. Minute 17 left, trailing by 3. Down to Eisenhower, back to Tippetworth. Tippetworth shoots, shoulder save made by Susko. It's knocked in a minute by Cangelosi out towards the point. He pokes it away. Cangelosi speeding down the right side. He's got an empty net to look at.
Great play by DiMartino.
DiMartino sticks it into the corner, just saved a goal. Now Tippetworth, far side, gets to the loose puck. Long feed into his offensive zone for Chavo, left side. John Chavo shoots, that one's blocked, goes into the corner. Getting there first is Eisenhower. Eisenhower to the far boards for Tippetworth. They throw it in front, Susko scoops it up like a shortstop and hangs on for the whistle, 46.1 seconds left.
Trefty, it's interesting that we talk about JP Susko because Tim McManus had total confidence in him before the playoffs started, before the game, just because of the simple fact that they won their first pro title with JP Susko in net. I'm going to head downstairs, though, out of the booth.
George on his way down to the floor. 46 seconds away from a Mission Labeda Snipers Pama Pro victory, their second ever. Canoni wins the face-off to himself, goes over to Terry. He's got a wide open net to shoot at. Chris Terry shoots, he scores! Chris Terry is a guy that it's hard to stop when there is a goalie. Here he puts it in the open net, seals the deal. The final nail in the coffin for Black Ice. 6-2 they lead with 36.5 seconds remaining. The Mission Labeda Snipers pockets just got a little more full, or should I say a lot more full, as they're about to be $25,000 richer. Canoni against Eisenhower on the face-off at center. Puck is dropped. Still some fight left in Black Ice. Take an absolute miracle, but they're skating hard. Eisenhower, far circle, plays it in front. Susko makes the save. And he pushes the rebound to the corner. Now Nate Gerger behind the net, loses it. Chris Terry takes it, fires it up the near wall. 18 seconds left. Matt Gerger has it. Matt Gerger down, low they go. And circling the back of the net is Eisenhower. 10 seconds left. Start the countdown. Eisenhower shoots. That one's blocked in front. Chavo turns and fires. It goes on goal. Susko holds on. Horn sounds. And the Mission Labeda Snipers win their second Pama Pro Invitational in 3 years. They are $25,000 richer after a 6-2 victory in the championship game over the Mission Black Ice. JP Susko turns everyone's heads, comes in and plays phenomenal, goes undefeated between the pipes, and he was tested. It wasn't like that they didn't have any shots on him at all. Susko, unbelievable in round robin, phenomenal in the playoffs, stupendous in the championship, and the high-powered sniper offense does it again. They are champions for the second time in 3 years. So George, I know you're in the middle of a dog pile down there looking for someone to interview. But you're pulling JP Susko out of the pile. I'm turning it down over to George Brown and JP Susko down on the floor.
Hey, Trefty, I've got someone with me who is never afraid to speak on camera, never afraid to speak on the rink. JP Susko. I can count how many guys probably doubted the snipers when Redmond went down because they don't know much about you. But can you talk about your play and what you were thinking when Redmond went down?
Well, we'll start with my play. I have a very big heart. I'm very confident no matter what the situation is. I step up to this stage. For the younger kids that don't know me, I'm a big game goalie. I always was. And when Redmond went down, we didn't panic.
Listen, you guys came in here, of course, as the favorite. Is it harder playing as a favorite? Is there more pressure because you're getting everybody's best game?
We like it, and we're used to it, you know what I mean? We played a great game against Tor Excitement. There was a battle to the end, and every game's going to give their best game, and we got to play our best game as well.
Susko, you came in here and you dominated play. Guys were shooting at you guys early because of the fact that it's like they're not their starting goaltender, but you came up huge. Can you talk about the play in front of you, though?
Well, with my Fox, Thompson, PJ, you know, the whole decors, they gave me really good shots to see, and it made the saves easier for me.
JP Susko, congratulations. I'll let you go enjoy with your team. That's JP Susko. Trefty, I'm going to throw it back up to you real quick. Then I'm going to grab Tim McMahon as head coach.
We're going over this game. Cangelosi got the first one on a rebound. And then Matt White on a 2-on-1 put it to 2-0 Snipers. And then 2 goals from Canoni made it 4-0. Black Ice battled back, but in the end, the Snipers were just too much. Looks like George has another player down on the floor. Downtown, take it. Yeah.
Austin Cangelosi. Cangelosi, you started the scoring here on that rebound goal. I think you knocked it out of midair. Can you explain how that goal went, how that play developed?
Yeah, just trying to keep it simple, trying to get us on the board, drove the net. Matty White made great speed, took him wide, and he found me right on the tape, and I made no mistake on my second chance.
Seemed like you, Matt White, and Chris Terry were dominating offensively. If you look at the stats, it shows that. But you had your hand in the first goal. You came with Matt White on the second goal on a 2-on-1. Can you talk about the play of Matt White and Chris Terry and how it was playing with those guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I think what's great about this team is we got everyone who can put points at any moment. And Matt White and Chris Terry are definitely one of the top 2 best scorers in ice hockey and roller hockey. And it was great to play with them this tournament, and they're a huge part in our success.
Austin Cangelosi, I'll let you go enjoy your team. Congratulations. That's Austin Cangelosi. I'm going to get head coach Tim McManus in here. Coach, we talked to you before the game about your expectations from your team. JP Susko played lights out because they had chances in the game, but you guys seemed to control this game from the drop of the puck. It was 5-0 early. Did you expect that coming in?
No, you know, honestly, I thought it'd be come down to the wire with these guys, but you know, we got the first one finally after a chess match for a while, and then we just started rolling. And when we get our legs going, I think we're a tough team to beat.
Yeah, it was funny because we talked about it. Trefty and I upstairs, we talked about it against Pama. You guys weren't even allowing any shots. The gaps were closed. Did you talk about that in the locker room? Was it something that you guys concentrated on to take space away from the team?
You know, we've always been a team that plays defense first. Puck control, play defense, and we talked about it, and we're not going to win a game that we try to win a game 9-8, we're not going to win. So play good defense, and the plan worked.
So this is the second time you guys have won the Pama Pro Invitational. You won the first one, Black Ice got the second one, you guys get this one. Which one feels better?
I mean, the first one obviously always be special because it's the first one. But we've been waiting a year to get to these guys, and I know we beat them at Narch. I wasn't there for that one, so I really want another one. But it felt good to beat them here because they're a great team.
We got a tweet or a text message, I can't remember which one, because you weren't at Narch. And the tweet or text message said that even though the guys respect JP Susko and he was on the bench, there's some situations, and we saw it today, like most face-offs, it was either Canoni or Cangelosi taken. And those small decisions, that have to be made by a coach. Can you speak to that and how this team responds to you?
I mean, I think, of course, it always helps having a coach on the bench, not the players. It takes away from the players' game when they have to handle that. And I think as a coach, obviously they're not winning or losing because of me, but hopefully I can help with some little tiny things and once in a while make a difference. And, I like to think overall I bring, a little something to the table. So,
Coach McManus, I'll let you go enjoy with the team. Congratulations. Tim McManus, head coach of the Snipers. They're $25,000 richer. Trefty, I'm going to throw it back up to you. I'm going to try to get one of the Black Ice players. I'm going to try to get one of them over here and see if I can grab them after a loss here.
Thank you, George. And Black Ice is going to take this strongly because they are a team that's so used to winning. They're so used to being the best. They've won so much as of late, and so it's a tough loss for them. But they're always full of class too. And John Chavo, looks like you got him. Doesn't even shy away. He's going to come right over and talk to you. So George, with silver medalist John Chavo, take it away.
I've got one of the classiest guys in the business. If there's anybody I'm going to go to, even after a loss, it's going to be John Chavo. He was raised right. He has two of the best parents in the sport, and so I grabbed him after this game. John, can you tell me, you guys haven't gotten used to this at all, losing in these championship games, because you guys have been so successful over the past few years. This is probably not a feeling you want to feel, but can you talk about your team's play throughout the tournament?
We've been picking it from the start. We had a little bit of a rough start, and we were rolling from there. I thought we deserved everything we got, and then in this game, it comes down to just luck and a couple of bounces in the beginning, and then we worked hard the whole way through. If anyone saw that game, we battled just as hard as they did, and it's just a couple lucky bounces and goes their way.
Can you talk about how your team rebounded? It was not the Black Ice of old in your first game when you played the Border Cats. It didn't look like you guys, but then you came back, and Jason Miro kind of ripped you guys when you were tied 2-2 at halftime with Sweden, and then you came out with 8 goals in the second half. It was just something. Can you talk about how your team rebounded from a loss like that?
Yeah, I think, honestly, we needed it. We've had a pretty good summer, and when you get on a roll like that, when you get bounces that go the opposite way, you kind of get down on each other. Guys are chirping at each other, but we turned it around. We all came together as a group. We did get a good ripping from Miro, and like you said, once the tournament got going, we started to pick it up and come together, so it was good.
Well, John, I'll let you go. Sorry about the loss, man, but of course, one of the classiest guys in the sport. Congratulations on all your success, man. We'll see you soon. All right, that's John Chavo. That's it from down here, Trefty. I'm going to come upstairs with you, but I'm going to give it back to you to wrap it up, man. Trefty, from down here at floor level, ice level, whatever you want to call it, the final score, it's a 6-2 game. Snipers win it over Black Ice.
Thank you very much, George. And this is always a bittersweet moment because we had a fantastic final. It comes to a close, but that also means it's the last pro tournament of the summer. So, everyone's excited.
Yeah, that's pretty sad, man. It's sad.
You're excited for a good final and everything, but then you just kind of got to hang your head, and it's like, oh, we got to wait so long till we have another pro championship. And so, for the Snipers, they'll be happy all winter long. For the Black Ice, they're going to be hungry to come back and get revenge. Will it go back and forth? Snipers won the first pro championship,
It's funny
Pama
that-
Pro.
it's funny.
Black Ice won the second. Now it's Snipers. Black Ice are going to try to keep that trend alive.
Trefty, it's funny that you mentioned that, man, because it, like you said, it went Snipers, Black Ice, Snipers. Next year, they're going to come back even stronger. They're going to come back stronger. And it's crazy because whenever the Snipers don't plan something, Shane Fox is on Black Ice. So it's just amazing how these relationships go, and it'll be interesting to see how they come back next year because Black Ice is not really used to standing around and watching a team collect gold medals.
No, not at all. So they're going to be hungry, and that's just going to lead to even more fantastic hockey next summer. As Susko gets a big round of applause as he gets his medal. So, sadly, I'm going to sign off the last pro game of the summer. Hopefully see you next summer. Have a great winter. I'm hoping Gladiators bring me some more exciting games like this pro final. And we'll be happy coming into the summer of roller hockey. But nonetheless, thanks to everybody who watched. We really do appreciate it, George and I. I do this for a living. George does it for fun in the summer. But we take it, we take it seriously. We want to sound good for you guys. So we really, really appreciate it when you guys give us feedback, and this is such a great tournament. We put a lot of work goes in to these tournaments. A lot of work goes into the broadcast as well. So thank you to everybody that listened. Thank you to everybody that watched. We really do appreciate it, and we will see you next summer at State Wars 14, where I'm not sure yet, but I know it's going to be exciting. So for George Brown, I'm Chris Trepp signing off for the final time here at State Wars 13 in the Pama Pro Division
Trepp,
on SWH Live.
I'm going to try to grab one more. Here's a question for you, Trepp. Coming into this game, and I know you wanted to wrap up, but coming into this game,
Oh, we can keep going.
I know we didn't see it. I know we didn't see this happening and starting at 5-0. I know we didn't see that. At any time, did you think it was going to be Black Ice was going to come back here?
When it was 2-3 nothing, I still had confidence, but when that fourth goal went in, it was all but over for me. But hey, got to give it to Mission Black Ice because they never gave up. They were down 5-0. They could have easily just gave up, but they didn't at all.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It was at 5-0. Black Ice scored the next two with John Chavo. If they got one more quick, Snipers would probably start clutching their sticks a little bit tighter. But it's interesting that 5-2 was the closest they got. And
Well, it was all a good start by the Snipers. They started off hot, and that's what led to their success. And when the Snipers get a lead, the Snipers don't lose.
Yeah, Jason Miro just said, yeah, I'm going to get out of here with some more expletives. But he did say he's going to get out of here. But he's a classy guy, even in defeat, classy guy. But no matter what, he's one of those guys that even in defeat, you still feel bad for him because you just hate to see a guy like that lose. But you hate to see, especially most of these guys, you hate to see him lose. Cause I mean, I've known him for a while, and you're so happy for the guys who get to win, but you feel so bad for the guys that lose. And so it's unfortunate, Trev, but that's how the game goes, and that's why they got to play the game. There's got to be a winner, there's got to be a loser.
Celebrate. You said you're going to try to get one more?
I'm going to get one more in here, I think.